Hey, welcome to another Forsaken video. Today I'll be talking about Two Time and his abilities, uses, why people use him, what's up with trick stabbing, and even some of his lore. Onto the video. So who's Two Time? Two Time is a member of the Spawn in his skull, and I don't think that needs any introduction at all. But basically, you believe the Spawn icon gives you a second life. Two Time and his friend Azor both were in the skull, but Two Time decided to mustard his friend to the Spawn. But Two Time decided to mustard his friend. He regrets this at first, which is visible at the milestone 3 render, but he slowly forgets about Azura and completely devotes himself to the Spawn, which is visible on the milestone 4 render. He pretty much wants a second life, so he sacrifices his friend. What a In Forsaken, at first he was a survivor with nothing but his second life, just that passive, but after his rework, he is now a sentinel. He has the knife that he used to sacrifice Azor, crouch ability, and his ritual ability. One more thing, in Forsaken, Two Time believes he has a second life due to the Spawn, but in reality, Spectre gave him this ability. Spectre is this god, creature, I think. He brings people into his dimension, aka brings survivors and killers to Forsaken. Cool, right? Anyway, let's go over his abilities.
There's an enemy combatant hiding behind this wall. What the f?
Two Time has 80 health, 1 passive, and 3 abilities. His passive is Oblation. He has a bar. No, a bar on the right side of the screen. Filling this bar will grant Two Time his second life. You fill the bar by using his first ability, Sacrificial Dagger. After clicking this ability, Two Time will stab the killer. This stab deals 10 damage, heals Two Time by 10 health, gives slowness to and helpless to the killer. However, landing as backstab will deal 20 damage, heal you by 20 health, and stun the killer for 3.5 seconds. Landing a front stab fills the bar by 37% and a backstab fills the bar by 56%. So you need 3 front stabs, 2 backstabs, or 1 backstab and 2 front stabs to fully fill your oblation bar. After filling your oblation bar, you now have a second What the Yeah, to get your second life, you need to do one more thing. Use your Clicking this ability will place down a spawn icon in the place of your standing. This is visible for both the survivors and the killer. Place this in a corner of a map preferably, or a hiding spot. Now, if your oblation bar is full and this ability is used, you will respawn with a couple of tweaks. First of all, your max health is now 40. He gets weakness 5 for 12 seconds, speed 2 for 6 seconds, and you are invincible for 2 seconds. Ritual can only be used once, and Sacrificial Dagger has a 30-second cooldown. In Last Man Standing, if your second life isn't used, regardless of your oblation bar, you will respawn at your spawn beacon? Okay. And get your max health increased to 110. Get healed a bit and get speed 2 for 6 seconds. If your ritual ability isn't used, you will just receive that 110 max health, healing and 6 seconds of speed 2, but won't get teleported anywhere. If you're already in your second life, nothing happens. His third ability is Crouch. Clicking this ability will make 2-time crouch for 10 seconds, making his footsteps quieter, slower, and give him undetectable and invisibility 3. After 10 seconds, 2-time will just uncrouch. You can also uncrouch manually if it comes a couple of catches. Too far from the killer, gain slowness and your aura is revealed to the killer. Too close and you get speed 2 for 1 second. Using your dagger while crouching will make you do a dash with increased end lag. This ability is used for using 2-time as he should be, aka for surprising the killer and stunning him when he's chasing someone else. This ability makes a sound when you use it. So if a killer hears it, then he might not go where you want him to go. Also, don't use this after respawning, please! Your aura is still visible for a second, even if you think you used it as fast as you could, and you just look stupid trying to hide it, cause it doesn't work. Trickstabs and trickstabbing is basically... it's pretty easy to pull off with some practice. There are multiple ways to pull off a trickstab. Make yourself as unexpectable as possible. These are mostly used when you're being chased as 2-time. There's the basic trickstab, corner trickstab, and whatever the f this is.
Take your wing, take your wing down. You gotta take your wing your leg. Look, that bitch dug it down. They think on the...
Hitting trickstabs is extremely rewarding, but also somewhat punishing if you miss one. There is an issue. These are extremely infuriating. Like if you're a killer and there's a good 2-time trickstabbing you in ways you didn't know were possible, you just want to
say something. Hey, I don't know whose kid this is over here in the produce section, but he's breaking up all the eggs, and I gotta clean this shit up. I'm about to drop kick his ass, so
chance of racial slurs being thrown at you is 98.72% after hitting a trickstab. Use at your own risk.
It's a too much step. Me and KZ.
Now for some tips. As a last resort, you can use the dash from stabbing while crouching to get us some places, like on underground war and on glass houses. You can even get through John Doe's walls if you need to. Take some practice to be able to do though. Next, you can hide your ritual spot in some places like here. Could be useful, I guess if you're against John Doe, he can cast a trap to your spawn beacon, but almost no one does that anyway. You can hit through walls with stabbing while crouched. This can be somewhat useful, sometimes people will just trickstab anyway. And this is probably a bug and it will be fixed in 3 years, so yeah.
Bro's really Bob the Digger. Bro is such a digger. Bro is such a digger, bro. This is the biggest digger I've ever seen. Oh my god, I hate diggers.
And with all of that, the video has come to an end. Thanks for watching. I really hope you learned something new, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.